Jack back here on the J2 TV channel, and today we're doing a video I've been looking forward to doing for a decent amount of time. Today we're talking about the 5 things that I like and dislike about my 7.3 Powerstroke. And I can nitpick this thing all day, but I'm gonna choose 5 things that I really don't like and that I really enjoy about this truck. So we're gonna do the likes first, because why start this video off with the dislikes? That's just weird. But number 1 that I like about this truck is, well, the fact that it's a 7.3. I love 7.3s. I don't know why. They're just like, I just like old, I mean, this isn't old, like that old, but I like old diesels. They really, I am personally a big 12 valve guy. I like the old Cummins and like old farm diesels. Like, I don't know, I love them. Like the pre-emissions, no EGRs, no DPFs, just raw diesel power, no like emissions or nothing. And I just really like that. So I like the 7.3 a lot. 444 cubic inches of pure fury. I don't know, it's just reliable. It's never given me an issue. I've never been stranded. So, but that's number 1, the fact that it's just a 7.3. Number 2 that I like about this thing is that it is very, very responsive. Like it's just the throttle is really, really responsive. Like I can just set the pedal down to the floor and there it goes. Away it goes. It's just power. A lot of raw power. And this thing is, for the most part, stock. It's, stock as far as I know. The owner, this thing does, for a 7.3, it is quick, and that's another thing that it is pretty quick for a 7.3. You always think 7.3, it's like, oh, it's slow as hell. But, for a 7.3, it's got some sack. That's number 3. But back to number 2 is how responsive it is. Like, just there's no lag because of the stock turbo. There's no lag. It just spools up, gets where you want to go quick. And but for the most part, this thing's stock. I have a TS6 chip in it, and wow, does it waking it up. But so number 3 is that it is pretty quick. I'm on the freeway now, and I'm going to show you how quick it really is. We're going to do a quick 30 pull. So we're at 30 right now, and it's to the floor. Once it hits overdrive, it's at about 70, and it just keeps climbing. Keeps climbing. So I let off at 100. So for a 7.3, not that bad. The 0 to 60 on this thing is not bad at all. Just did that 30 to 100. It is not that bad. I wasn't waiting for years to do it. So really responsive. What was that? Number 3. Number 4 that I like about this truck is that it's just, for highway driving, it's pretty smooth. It's not bumpy all over the place. It doesn't pull all over the place. I mean, my alignment's a little off, so it pulls that way, but it's not like, it doesn't shake my head, shake the teeth out of my head. It doesn't, there's not a loud drone like normal, like 6 liters. If you have a straight pipe 6 liter, you're gonna hear it. It's probably gonna make your head hurt, especially with like an extended cab, or even worse, like a single cab. Crew cab, probably not that bad, but this is a 4-inch turbo back exhaust. And if I had the radio up, or if I had if I was just talking to someone, I wouldn't have to scream to hear them, or to talk to them, and they wouldn't have to scream for me to hear them. So it's just, it's very quiet in the cab. There's no drone. I don't have a headache driving it. You can probably hear it, but full throttle, it picks up a little bit, but I can still talk at a normal inside voice. I don't have to scream like I'm in a straight pipe big block Chevy or something, or even like a straight pipe 6 liter for that matter, because those things are loud. Number 5 would have to be the looks. I am a sucker for Super Duty grew up in Ford country. All my most of my family had Fords, Super Duty Fords. Most of my friends had Super Duty Fords. You know, my girlfriend's dad, her brother, they both have Super Duty Fords. So it's like, you know, I've been around Super Duty Fords and I've grown to like them a lot. And don't get me wrong, I've seen some ugly Super Duty Fords. Like, people just like, the way people doing them, and like, props to them, it's their build, they can do what they want, but that's something I definitely would not do to my Super Duty Ford. You know, I like, you know, just a leveled look. Like, this truck's leveled. I like a leveled look, you know, some nice tires, some nice wheels. And you know, I know this is the Two-Tone Express. Like, this is the truck's name, the Two-Tone Express. And I know it's not one color, but like a nice paint job, you know, really gets me going. But the Two-Tone Express, you know, made a name for itself. So I don't think I'm gonna paint this bed. If anything, I'm probably just gonna flatbed the truck. But other than that, this truck is just an all-around powerhouse. You know, I wish there's more that I like about the truck, and there's more that I would like about the truck, but I've never actually like done it, like done the things with the truck for me to like them. Like, I never towed with the truck, like, ever. I never had a trailer hooked up to this truck since I owned it. You know, I never like really like off-roaded with this truck, like trail riding. And this truck's like a work truck. I've been in the back fields with it, you know, get to where I need to go, get stuck. You know, I get stuck in my yard at my house all the time because it's a mud fest there. But, you know, I just get to where I need to go. It gets me to point A, point B quickly, and for the most part safe. You know, when those wheel bearings were about to fall off, you know, I didn't feel too safe, but I was confident to drive it. Like, was like, I'm just gonna park and walk to wherever I need to go. Because who walks these days? But for the most part, it gets me to point A to point B every time without a huge hassle. Like, huge hassle. Like, without big issues. Like, I'm not stranded on the side of the road. This thing is, knock on wood, has never left me stranded. And I hope it stays that way. Now on to the dislikes. So the number one thing that I dislike about this truck is the fact that, well, it's number one, it's not like in any order, but one thing that I do not like about this truck is the fact that it is a 1-ton. 1-ton trucks, you know, people have probably heard it all the time. 1-ton trucks ride like ass. Like, they don't ride good at all, and it's terrible. Like, 1-ton trucks, they just ride like lumber wagons. And, you know, this truck, it does ride smooth on the highways, but when you hit a bump, you feel it. It's not like a Cadillac, and it's far from a Cadillac, just flying right over the bumps. So that's one thing. Like, I've ridden in 3/4-ton trucks and compared them to my truck, and it just rides so much smoother, and like, you don't feel the bumps as much. The second thing I don't like about this truck, and it's just like the things that I don't like about my truck personally, not 7.3s in general, but this is my truck personally. Another thing that I don't like about it is that the fuel gauge only works at half a tank. I guess maybe it's a other thing for like other Super Duty Fords, but this sending unit only works, like the sending unit just shit the bed in it. Like, it only works to half a tank. Anything after half a tank, it's kind of just like a gamble. So that's kind of annoying. Like, when I'm driving we're in Ohio right now. So if I drive from Ohio to New York, it's just kind of ass because you got to fill up at, I don't know, I always fill up at 200 miles on my trip meter just to be safe, because anything after half a tank, I don't know, I don't want to be on the side of the road with no fuel, stranded, and then have to like bleed all the air out of the fuel system. It's just a pain in the ass. Don't want to deal with it. So that's one thing I don't like, is the sending unit. I'm hoping to get that fixed. It's just a lot of money to get OEM parts, so there's aftermarket parts out there. Hoping to save up some money to get some. So number 4 thing that I dislike about this truck is the transmission. Now, the transmission is, for the most part, good in this truck. Like, it doesn't slip, doesn't bang in the gear. You know, it shifts hard. It shifts a little stiff, but that's because of the chip. The chip makes it shift a little harder, like tightens up them shift points. But because of them leaking transmission lines that I've talked about in previous, I think it was a previous video, I think it was the update video, talked about that these transmission lines leak a little bit. I'm pretty sure, not guaranteeing it, or like 100%, but I'm pretty sure that the transmission lines leaking all that fluid is the reason why this truck doesn't stay in overdrive. Like, it's in overdrive right now, but I'll be going down the road or something, and I'll just be cruising on the highway, like back to New York or something, and all of a sudden it'll just fall out of overdrive, and I'll just be sitting at like 2,500 RPMs and up, doing the speed limit, like 65, 70 mile an hour. And it's just like out of the blue, and then sometimes you'll have to slow down and let it fall back into overdrive and let it go again. You know, once in a blue moon it'll happen, or it'll happen a lot more than usual. But you know, if the transmission doesn't get hot, it's just the little things that really like throw me over the edge. Like, I can nitpick this thing all day. There's so many things. Like, this is not a show truck at all. This is a work truck, plow truck. You know, I plowed last winter with it. Plowed really good. You know, 4-wheel drive worked phenomenal. But like, it's just the little things that get me aggravated sometimes. But number 5 thing that I dislike about this truck would have to be the fact that it's a Ford. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not hating on Fords. Like, I am a Dodge guy, but I do own a Ford, and I like Fords. Not like, if I had to choose between a 1st-gen Dodge and this truck, I would definitely choose the 1st-gen Dodge. But, you know, like, just because of the name Ford, it's just like parts are so expensive. And like, just like good name, like not even name brand parts, just good, not cheap eBay parts. Like, I want my stuff to last. And like, I don't want to eBay build this truck, even though it's not really like a project. Like, it's a project, but it's not a build. Like, I'm not building this truck. I'm just trying to keep it on the road, you know, upgrade some things. But, you know, just because it's a Ford, it's just like, prices are up there, and it's just like, I don't know, like, it's probably not a real reason why I don't like this truck. Like, the truck's great. It's just, I bet if it was a Dodge, not a Ford, like, prices would be a lot cheaper. And I don't know if that's like a quality issue or anything. I don't really know, like, the marketplace for parts, aftermarket parts, OEM parts. Like, OEM parts for this truck are ridiculous. Like, they are through the roof. Like, a sending unit for this thing is like upwards of $600 and up, and like 600 and change and stuff. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I can get one off a riff-raff diesel for $360. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna go. That's the route I'm going towards, is riff-raff diesel, the sending unit from them, because I've heard a lot of good things about it. But that is 5 likes and dislikes on this truck. It is a great truck. Like, very responsive. It pulls, like, the boost is there. I gotta get a boost, like a couple gauges. Like, I don't know if I want to put pillar gauges or get a monitor. Let me know what you guys think. Like this video. Give me a good old subscribe if you haven't already. It really makes me feel good about myself. And we'll catch you in the next video. Let me know how you think. Let me know how you guys think about this video, because I'm gonna put a lot of effort into this video and editing all and everything. Like, I'm trying to get good shots. Like, I don't have good camera equipment, so I'm working with what I got. But so let me know what you guys think. That's just 5 likes and dislikes of my 7.3 Powerstroke, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.